Well, here we are at the tail end of 2018. I find myself with some time on my hands. And since I can't play any of these right now, I figured we could at least look at them, right? I wanted to go through and just see what we got for now. The main thing is this is obviously too many. I can't give them all quality playing time, so some of them have to go probably sooner rather than later. But for now, let's see what we got. That's a Mando that my dad gave me. He claims he's too old to play. I think he's lying. But that's a Kentucky mandolin. Sounds great. Probably from around the mid-'80s. And hasn't been restrung in at least 20 years, but still sounds fantastic. All right, but on to the guitars. That's Les Paul Standard from 2003. You know, back in 25 years ago, they were doing, all the tops were like this on Standards. You didn't have to bump up to a AA or a AAA top. They were all like that. So this one is not an R9 or an R8 or anything like that. That's just a plain old regular Standard. And aging really nicely. I don't play it anywhere nearly enough, but it's a nice one. That's a Deluxe. Now, I get a lot of questions about this one. You can see it's that Les Paul 100. That's a 2015 Deluxe. The ones that had just the two, or they had 3 volume knobs and a switch. But anyway, a guy up in New Jersey converted it to Pete Townshend specs. So Gibson makes some Pete Townshend sort of signature replica ones. But the burgundy one they make is a #1, which you see a lot in pictures. But the #5 one is the one I've always liked. Same guitar, but the switches, I won't go through them. You can look up the wiring of Pete's guitars. But the DiMarzio in the middle, you can dial in how much of it you want. It's a pretty cool, guitar. My favorite Les Paul over that one. I had a white Orville by Gibson custom. Got rid of that recently, just because I have too many to play, and I'm kind of not into having too many to play anymore. This black SG is a Standard, which I like a lot. That's a 2005. For me, SGs tend to be a little neck heavy, so I'm not quite as enamored with them, but kind of feel like I have to have one. This is another one. The red one is from 03, not a full Standard. I don't know if that's a special or what they were calling these. That one used to have a tailpiece on it, Bigsby, but that was gone before I got it. My brother actually gave me that one, so that one is priceless. That one will never go. The Paisley Tele, I got around, it's one of the Japanese reissues of a 68, 69. I got that around 2006. Back when nobody wanted them. You could get one, I think I paid like $400, $350 for it. I used to buy them in the 80s. I used to buy these out of the local swap sheet for $200. But suddenly they're in demand. So, but that one is ripe for getting rid of. Just love tellies and everything, but again, something's got to go. That's a Shector Tele, and that one is. This one's actually American made. Another one of the Pete Townshend ones. Probably from, I guess, mid-90s or so, right around there. That's another Shector Tele, another Pete Townshend. It's not a mirrored finish, it's just the black is kind of polished. I don't really, to answer the question of what do I use to clean my guitars, you can see, I don't clean them with anything. I don't wipe them, I don't touch them. The more muck and the more mojo that gets on it, the better. This one does not have the coil tap. A lot of them do. This one doesn't. But that's okay. I don't need it. I like that one. That's a Cameo. An old Teisco. From, I'm going to say mid-60s. I don't know what the stock pickups that are in this, but man, they sound fantastic. Another one that I don't play nearly enough, but it's you could see compared to that body size, it's student size. So that's a student level guitar, but it sounds fantastic for old garage rock type stuff, punk stuff. That's a Gretsch Black Falcon. Let's see if we can get the little nameplate on it. There we go. From, when is that from? Probably from about, I think, late 90s. Still in great shape. I just love the look of the old Falcons. And of course the sound is, with the Filtertrons is nice. That's a 335. What year is that? 2005. That's an 05. I'm really tempted to do the Peter Green mod on the neck pickup. Really tempted. Or to get rid of that and upgrade to a 345 or 355. But we'll see. That's an old Conrad, mid to late 60s, 67-ish. Not stock pickups. And you can see somebody did a real Frankenstein job adding that whole control panel. But it's awesome. They even got rid of the switch over there. But it's it gives her, they added a really nice out of phase tone to it that I can't get from any other guitar. The tailpiece just needs a bar on it, but since I don't use that, it doesn't concern me. That's the George Harrison Rocky. Can you see Rocky in there? Replica Strat. I'm not rosewood necks are not my first choice, but it has a nice warm sound, kind of like that one. That's a PV Predator from late 80s. Another gift from my brother, so that's one that you'll have to pry from my dead fingers. Gives a great sort of Eric Clapton 1977 slow hand tone. That's a regular American, I don't know what they call it, American Standard Strat, 2002. Best Strat, hands down. I've owned a bunch and played a bunch. That's by far the best one I've ever played. That bridge is fantastic. That thing will stay in tune. You can throw it up in the air, let it knock down on the ground, it'll still stay in tune. Love that one. Got that one swapped from another brother of mine. Swapped a Hummingbird for it. Never regretted it. Great guitar. He's probably regretted it. That's a Dove, what they call a Dove in Flight. There's two different versions of the Doves in Flight. You can tell from the headstock that it's not your typical Dove. So they're from the custom shop, so no real serial number that has a year on it or anything. But it is a 1997, and it's just in fantastic shape. But the other version has, instead of those split parallelograms, which is those are the inlays I prefer. But the other version has like doves on the inlays, has a whole bunch of stuff going on the pickguard. This one has a more typical Dove pickguard. An absolutely outstanding guitar. Red flame maple on the back and sides. Nice. That's a Hummingbird. That one is a 2001. Probably the best sounding acoustic guitar I have. And the cheapest of all of them in terms of just dollar value. But it just sounds glorious. If you want the Stones Beggar's Banquet, Let It Bleed sound, that's the guitar you gotta get. This is a J-200, a 2002 J-200. Gorgeous flame maple on the back of the neck, and you can see it on the sides, on the back, just outstanding. That's the one, if the world were coming to an end and I had to grab one possession, apart from wife and dogs, they're not possessions. that would be the thing to grab. Just an outstanding guitar. I saw that when I was a kid. I saw that Elvis movie Loving You, where he sings Teddy Bear. I know this sounds silly, but I saw him and he was playing a maple top natural finish J-200 just like that, and I didn't know anything about guitars. I was 6, 7, 8 years old, whatever it was, mid-70s, and said, I gotta have one of those. I don't know what it is, how you play it, what you do with it, because Elvis didn't do much playing of it. He just sort of stood there with it looking gorgeous, and ended up with one. Took a long time to work up to that. That's a D41, a 2006. It's got the sort of the upscale headstock, the abalone inlays. Another one that's just fantastic guitar. Great for finger picking. If you want to do sort of Eagles sounding, Beatles White Album sounding, that's the one to go to for that. So these are all the ones that are in active rotation that I actually play. One last scan of them. It'll be a long time before I have the gumption to get them all out of the cases again, so one last lingering look for me. That's it. Happy 2018, happy 2019. Bye.